Dude, stop. Dude, stop. It's going. Oh. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Idiosin's Let's Play of Assassin's Creed Origins. Parte 181. Part 181. Don't mind that. I just have a friend over right now, and we were eating noodles. So anyway, yeah. Welcome back to the program, everyone. Get out. Get out. Leave now. I don't want to see your face right now. Sorry about that technical difficulties. Happy I got some Christmas money. I'm enjoying some sushi right now. My favorite kind of sushi is when they make, like, you know, the rice patty thing, and then they put the raw fish over the top of that, and there's no seaweed, it's just the fish and the rice. They put a little chili sauce and some jalapeno on it. It's totally delicious. Credits O Chef at Albertsons. Thank you. I'm spending so much time in front of this fucking place. I have no idea what awaits me inside, which is just, you know, that none of this work is relevant. Ubisoft really knocked it out of the park with this shit. I realize it's somewhat of a lazy format to just show all this indiscriminately, but you know, it's what I've gotten comfortable doing with this, and like I've said this a million times before, but this game just evokes no passion in me. I was thinking, I just purchased Psychonauts on the PlayStation Network. I might play that. That's been really fun. I thought it would be a nice break to play like a simple, you know, like pure platformer. After watching a lot of Video Game Donkey, I've really been on like a platformer kick. I just want to play platformers. I'm sorely tempted to use my disbursement money to buy a Switch so I can play Odyssey, because that game looks just amazing. Oh my god. The sushi is to die for. Albertsons does a really good job, let me tell you. Pot of sushi, it's kind of legit. Andiamo, busta in portion in bound. Let's just go. Let's just go inside. Come on, man, just go. Let's get this stupid fucking game over with. It's really tiresome. The only thing I can really like have fun with in this game is just making fun of the accents and the little canned lines that the enemies have. That guy is standing underwater. I don't think you could talk while you're under there. Or breathe. Great design. Great design, Ubisoft. Underwater guards. Who knew? Who knew I was dealing with a legion of mermen? Those Romans sure had a lot of talent. And an interesting genetic history. Like, you know those sea monsters in Beowulf? Turns out that they had man-children. And those later became the Romans. They should make a Beowulf game. That would be a lot of fun. Beowulf is such a sick-ass story, dude. I mean, arguably Skyrim is kind of a Beowulf type game, in a way. It captures a lot of the themes. I've really been wanting to get into some maybe challenge eating videos too, because I eat like a madman. Like, I can finish a meal, like a full meal with sides and everything, probably in about 10 minutes. Or less. Probably even less. And I have a proclivity for spicy things. I don't know if I would be very good at the spicy ones, though. Because, you know, I ate a blazing wing from Buffalo Wild Wings once. I'm just like my dad. I always get this sneaking suspicion that I'm telling a story again. I have CRS, can't remember shit. But I ate one blazing wing at Buffalo Wild Wings. I think that's maybe like ghost pepper sauce. And I was dead. Like, I was fucking dead. It was horrible. I mean, I ate the whole wing. And it's sad because you're eating it and you're like, wow, this tastes really good. And you're enjoying it and you're like, it's not too bad. I mean, it definitely packs a punch, but, you know, this is delicious. And then you swallow it, and it's just like a fucking alarm bells. And then for the next 20 minutes, you're just in agony. Like, mounting agony. I hope Dr. Disrespect comes back. I miss him. I found that, although he really disappointed me with his behavior, I found that I've already kind of forgiven him in my heart. Because, like, you know, he went out and he did a confession. He laid it on the table. He came out as Guy Beam and told us the truth on stream. And that took, to me, that took a lot of character to do. And so I've forgiven him. I want him to come back. Rain or shine. Although I would not be upset at his wife at all if she wanted a divorce. Of course not. That would be absolutely her right at this point. So it's hard to come back from an affair. It really is. My parents actually got divorced. Somewhat because of an affair. It was sort of a secondary effect of the affair. My dad was having an affair. And, he was treating my mom like shit. Which that's like bitterly ironic, you know. That he would dare to treat my mom like anything. And my sister basically came in to his room one day and just said, look, if you're not happy, you should leave. Because, you know, we're getting sick and tired of your bullshit. And I guess it really woke him up because, well, the way he decided to leave was really immature. One day we're sitting down to dinner, and his fish was a little undercooked, or so he says, which is a frequent complaint of his. And he just basically started laying into my mom about the fish, like really losing his temper. And she just said, you know what, fuck you, get out of this house. Which I really commend her for doing. And so he left. They separated and later got divorced. I think I was 19. They separated right around my 19th birthday. Never forget that. I lived at home until I was about 20, 21, and then I was out of there. Never looked back. I don't know if life is better or worse now that I'm out of my parents' house. It's hard to say. 20s are kind of a difficult time. But, you know, when I went to my mom's house for a week over Christmas this year, it felt weird. It felt weird to be back there in my family home. and I realized like I would not want to come back. That if I was in dire straits, it would probably be kind of like spiritual death for me to have to come back to my mom's house. Because I don't know, just bad memories. Bad memories, and a feeling of having moved on from that point of my life. I wouldn't want to relive it in any measure. I really enjoyed my time with my mom, though. Having a falling out with my dad, though, because my dad has the emotional maturity of a 10-year-old, so it's always trying with him. Anyway, yeah, that'll end the personal rant of the day, I suppose. I always gotta get one of those in. You know, when no one's watching, you kind of take your videos as a diaristic type thing, you know? You let your feelings out and out. I really need to quit drinking, though. I bought some beer today, which is nice, because I can take it a lot slower with beer. But last night I drank myself to sickness, basically. Like around the 9th or 10th shot, I was just feeling ill. And I was drinking Coke Chasers with my Jack, and it was not pleasant. And then I went to bed in kind of a stupor. And when I woke up at 8 a.m., it was because I was feeling sick to my stomach. And I went into the bathroom and puked, and that was not fun. It was not one bit of fun. Because another thing that is a consequence of over drinking is I overeat when I over drink. I ate a whole box of fucking Cheez-Its last night, and I think that's what really pushed me over the edge. It was disgusting. It was such a disgusting morning. Felt really, really bad. I ended up getting my rest, but it's been a slow day today. I mean, 6 p.m. is a pretty decent time for me to start recording, but it just feels like today is just off. Like I've lost the day or something. That's not a good feeling. So if I can encourage any of my viewers to not drink, I would absolutely encourage that, because it'll become a problem without you realizing it. You'll think you have things under check. You'll think that, you know, life is going smoothly, and, you know, you're drinking to have fun, and so on and so forth. And then pretty soon you're drinking alone just to, like, take the edge off. And that's fine for a while. And then before you know it, you know, you've gained a lot of weight. You're not feeling good in the morning. And no matter how nauseous you feel, you still feel an urge to drink when nighttime comes around. If you're lucky, that is, because, you know, I had a period of time in which I was waking up and taking 5 or 6 shots just to get the day started. And that was when I was going to work, mind you, when I was still working. So steer away from it, guys, really. Like, if you don't have any inclination to drink, do yourself a favor and don't try it. Don't try it. Enjoy your life as it is. Because once you've introduced that terrible substance into your life, it will take over a good portion of your life. I mean, maybe you'll be functional like myself, maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe you'll turn into an absolute frickin' drunk who can't function without a drink, who can't function while they're drunk. Because, you know, that's what my grandpa's going through. That's what he's been going through his whole life. But don't let it get to that point. Don't let it get to the point where, you know, you tell yourself, I'm going to stop, and pretty soon you're making excuses not to. You know, don't let it get to that point. It's not worth it. If I can leave you with any message, trust me on that one. Alright, when the fuck are we going to kill this dude? Seriously, man. Seriously, man. Catching up on my H3 podcast, watching the Vsauce one, and the Brendan, whoever the fuck, player unknown guy. Brendan Green, I think. I hate that game. Alright. Moving on. Let's go to the next episode, guys. I'll see you there. Love you now.